Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like everyone to please remain silent for 3 national anthems as we honor challenger and champion and the United States of America. First, at this time, performing tonight's Ghanaian national anthem from Cape Coast, Ghana. Please welcome Soraya Simmons.
God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility, make us fearless, honesty, and help us to resist our precious rule with all our will and might forevermore, and help us to resist our precious rule with all our will and might forevermore.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to sing the Philippine National Anthem. We are proud to have with us tonight the current lead singer of the legendary rock band Journey. Please welcome Arnel Pineda.
Bayang mag-ilig, perlas ng silangan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisigil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwalhati at pagsinta, bayay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, as we honor America, presenting tonight's colors, the United States Marine Corps. And in the ring, performing the anthem for the United States of America, are 3 Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, Brittany Evans, Sarah Gorley, and Christine Gauthier.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watched with so gallant streaming, and the rockets regulate, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was silver. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So the anthems of the host.
That is an issue, it's in the back of his head. That's what he wants to look at.
Okay, Joshua Clottey making his way to the ring as we join Jim Watt and Ian Dark.
Former world champion Joshua Clottey, a teak-tough, fearless, no-frills Ghanaian who calls this his miracle fight. He proved he belongs in the top class by pushing Miguel Cotto to a split decision in a 12 rounds give-and-take affair. He's never been stopped, and he says he won't be stopped tonight either. In fact, he thinks he has the beating of Manny Pacquiao. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he's definitely a fighter that no one has gone looking for. If you can climb the ladder without facing Joshua Clottey, that's the way you want to do it, but not Manny Pacquiao. But this is dangerous, a huge banana skin, because things could go wrong. He's going to have a huge weight advantage against Pacquiao tonight. We don't know if he has the speed to counteract Pacquiao, but you can see the power in his shots here. He is a genuine world-class performer. He hasn't been given many chances in his life. This is a huge one he's been given. He will not be looking to squander it.
On his way to the ring now, Joshua Clottey. His camp say he's not prepared for 12 rounds. He's prepared for 20 if he had to go that long even. He enters an arena of over 50,000 people. The first time ever they put on boxing at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, which, if there is a better stadium anywhere in the world, I have yet to see it. Fantastic, futuristic, 40-yard wide screens for the fans. What a night for Clottey, who once fought at the York Hall Bethnal Green and Lewisham.
Yeah, but I'm sure Joshua knows the reason there are 50,000 fans here tonight is because of Manny Pacquiao. But he also knows if he can turn the trick tonight, if he can squeeze a victory out of it tonight, if he can produce the performance of his life, if he can use his strength and his size and his power to counteract the speed of Pacquiao, his life from here will never be the same again.
Just look at these pictures. Does that look like a fighter who's fazed by Manny Pacquiao to you?
No, he has a tremendous temperament. I mean, his trainer wasn't allowed to come over here to prepare him for this fight, but he just shrugged his shoulders and got on with the job. He knows it's a tough business. He expects it to be tough, so he's ready for it to be tough. And this is amazing. I mean, he's almost matching Pacquiao for the confidence in his ring walk.
Well, he's really giving it large, isn't he? Joshua Clottey. By the way, there's been a problem for him in the build-up to this fight. His usual trainer, Godwin Zanicoti, hasn't got a visa to enter the United States at the moment. So one of Pacquiao's old cutsmen, Lenny DeJesus, has taken over the job as trainer, and he hasn't been the main man in a corner for about 15 years. Lenny the Locksmith, they call him, because he's got a lock shop in New York. So that's just part of the Clottey team tonight. What he's got to prove, I think, Clottey, is, although he's a world-class welterweight, is he at the elite level that the likes of Pacquiao operate at?
Yeah, that is the big question, and can he move up a gear when it really counts? He's been accused of being a little bit one-paced throughout his career, and that certainly won't work for him tonight, because it's the speed and the explosive power of Manny Pacquiao that he has to deal with. He's naturally bigger, he's naturally stronger, but if he feels that's going to be enough, I think he's going to be wrong. He needs something else. He needs the performance of his life.
And he completes one of the longest ring walks, I would say, in history, from the dressing room to that ring. It must have taken about 5 minutes, I would say, and he seemed to enjoy every single second of it. Ghanaian flags flying, and now we await the entrance of Manny Pacquiao. That's what the 50,000 fans have come to see. He's on his way. Here is Pacquiao. Over the last couple of years, he has become a must-see phenomenon in boxing. He's cut a swathe of destruction, demolishing Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton and Miguel Cotto. Out of the ring, a joker and a prankster, but in the ring, a thorough menace. Speed and power to burn. I think this fellow generates more heat and electricity than anyone since Mike Tyson in his prime.
Yep, he is special. We've seen several fighters who have come up through the weight divisions and improved as they've done that, but nobody quite to the extent that Manny Pacquiao has done. See, now he's a happy man. He's boxing at a weight he's healthy at. He can eat and drink and live and train normally. So he gets himself into the best possible condition, and the work that Freddie Roach has done with him, he's in supreme condition, and he's carried his power and his speed up through the divisions. An amazing fighter.
And he's always smiling, even on his way to the ring for a fight which, as Jim was saying, might be a banana skin. I mean, the danger for Pacquiao here is this is the date he was supposed to have the showdown with Floyd Mayweather. They couldn't get it on because of all the rows about the drug testing procedures. Now it's Clottey, and there's a danger maybe of complacency, isn't there?
Yeah, there could be the danger of that, but with Freddie Roach in the corner, I don't think so. And the stories we've been hearing from people who have watched him training in the gymnasium say they actually have to throw him out of the gymnasium and lock the doors. He doesn't want to stop training. So there is no way he'll have taken this one lightly. He'll be in phenomenal shape, as he always is. And you can look how confident he is. We're getting used to that smile, aren't we?
He has an entourage now, bigger than Muhammad Ali used to have. 140 people and counting. I'm not sure he knows all of them. Some of them have got jobs which nobody can explain. It cost $100,000 to fly them all to Dallas for this fight.
I think Pacquiao has a different attitude to life than we do, and a different attitude to money. He doesn't worry. He's making money. He gives it away to people. He spends it on people. What a man. No wonder he is so dearly loved everywhere.
And deservedly so too. Always does a prayer in the corner before the fight. But he's a dignified and humble man who's never lost touch with his roots and gives away a lot of his money to the people, the poor people of the Philippines, where he is, of course, an icon and idol. MC, as always on these occasions, Michael Butler.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Mr. Jerry Jones, welcomes you to Cowboy Stadium, Arlington, Texas, USA. As Bob Arum and MP Promotions presents the event, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Welterweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by Tecate Cerveza con Carácter. Ninja Assassin, available on Blu-ray, combo pack, and DVD, March 16th. And Smart Communications, the Philippines' leading wireless services provider. Sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Executive Director William Coons, Deputy Director Brian Francis, WBO President Francisco Paco Barcarcel. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring on the 10-point system will be Dwayne Ford, Levi Martinez, and Nelson Vasquez, And inside the ring, the man in charge of the action at the bell, United States Army First Sergeant Rafael Ramos. And now, the officials are ready. The fighters are ready. Are you ready? Boxing fans, are you for the 51,000 fans in attendance here at Cowboys Stadium and the millions watching around the world, courtesy of HBO pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing with head trainer Lenny De Jesus, wearing red with gray, officially weighing in at 147 pounds. An excellent professional record consisting of 35 victories, including 21 knockouts, with only 3 defeats. Tonight, with honor, he fights for hundreds of millions of people on the African continent as he challenges for this world title. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting pride of Accra, Ghana, and former welterweight champion of the world, Joshua, the Grand Master, Clottey. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, with his head trainer, Freddie Roach, wearing red, official weight 145, 3/4 pounds. His professional record, 50 victories, including 38 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 draws. From Kayumba, Serengeti Province, the former flyweight world champion, former super bantamweight world champion, former featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion, former lightweight world champion, former light welterweight world champion, and reigning, defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacman Pacquiao.
What a reception for Pacquiao, voted Fighter of the Decade by America's boxing writers, ahead of Floyd Mayweather. Ready to go with local referee Rafael Ramos.
Protect yourself and obey my commands, okay? Let's do it.
Well, will it be another Pacquiao whirlwind? Can Clottey possibly cope with his speed and power? He is very, very durable and strong, though. Even Freddie Roach says it might take 9 rounds. Most people think it could be points for Pacquiao. But he has looked like a force of nature in the last couple of years, the Filipino. Clottey's had good wins, though. Zab Judah to become IBF champion. He beat the late Diego Corrales as well. And he's got a very handy record, and he believes as well. Here we go. Probably giving away the best part of 15 pounds in the ring on the night here, Pacquiao, although we haven't been given official on the night weights by the American hosts HBO. They sometimes do that, not tonight, not that we've heard anyway. Looks a lot smaller, doesn't he, Pacquiao, straight away?
Yeah, but he's used to that, and he's used to using things like that to his advantage. But I think he'll be very cagey early. I mean, he's been transformed as a fighter over the last 5 years or so. When he was at a bomb-happy slugger. But look at, see the way is the technique not to allow Clottey to come back with punches. You put punches together, keep the other guy occupied. That's what he did there.
Look at this peekaboo defence that Clottey uses all the time. I know part of the Pacquiao plan is to go to the body, to hit punches underneath the elbows, bring that guard down. But it could be a long job here. Clottey's in fantastic shape. There are the body punches straight away. There's a feeling that if Clottey's to have any chance in the fight, he has to throw plenty of leather himself. He can't just be in survival mode.
No, and I don't expect he will be, and I think that the tight defence that he locks in behind, it's difficult to get close to Pacquiao. He can't match him for speed, so it's pointless trying to do that, so you have to come up with something else, and a tight defence, and trying to walk him down, walk him into corners, but you have to be going forward. And in the opening round here, Clottey hasn't been allowed too often to do that. Good movement from Pacquiao, good body attacks.
He's improved his footwork and his own defence so much, Pacquiao, and all his training is based around explosivity and speed.
The one problem with the defence that Clottey uses is when Pacquiao moves to the side, as he does regularly, he's out of your vision because your own gloves are blocking your sight, so you can lose vision of your opponent, which is never good. So that's one problem with the tight hand held in front of the face defence. And that would leave his body exposed too.
Clottey was down from a jab when he fought against Miguel Cotto, but he's very, very rarely on the floor.
Clottey's doing okay in the opening round. Pacquiao a little bit busier, but Clottey doing fine, walking up close and blocking a lot of punches.
His defence is great, but Pacquiao has got there with the through body shots, and he's doing much, much more than Clottey, who's just, I think, just feeling his way into the fight. That may not be a bad strategy to see how much power Pacquiao really does pack.
Jab, or straight right hand.
Give me another round.
Shot over the top, okay? When you paint him, expect
the,
something, okay? He's gonna throw.
Clottey corner, not his usual trainer there. Godwin Zani Clottey, but Lenny de Jesus didn't seem to know who he was in one interview. Clottey called him Lenny something. I can't remember his name, he said.
Well, I think he was reasonably happy with the opening round. He got some of his own punches off. Outworked. But there's a chance that maybe this defence he has will get him close to Pacquiao. Whether he can be effective when he gets there, we'll see.
Hitting arms and gloves a lot of the time, Pacquiao, but I think he kind of knew it might be like that. He wants to find angles to rip in body punches. Not just the fact that he's been winning Pacquiao, it's the way he's been doing it over the last couple of years. They've been demolition jobs.
It's a good solid right hand. The Clottey's actually doing okay here. The body shots are working for Pacquiao.
Just throwing the odd shot, Clottey, but he needs to throw more if he's going to be competitive in the fight and not just exist in it. And there's a danger here that he adopts the mentality from the start that to go the distance with Pacquiao would be a kind of triumph for him.
I don't really believe that'll be in his head. What may be in his head is be strong in the second half of the fight when the natural weight and size can begin to tell. Make Pacquiao work hard in the first half of the fight. Or will he just do it as he's been doing throughout his career? I don't imagine that he's learned anything new for the Pacquiao fight.
Hope you're right about that, Jim. Let's see how it unfolds. He gets another right hand there, Clottey. He's certainly in a give and take affair with Miguel Cotto. There were one or two people at ringside who thought that Clottey had won that. It was a split decision. That was a fine performance. Did lose to Antonio Margarito, but he had hand trouble that night, Clottey.
So this is not easy for Pacquiao because there's no target offered to him. So putting punches together, that's just a bit of play acting. That was a solid shot, bit of play acting, but it was a solid shot. I think the heads came together there.
He's playing possum a bit, wasn't he there, Clottey? Just to say, look, not her. Did a silly little mock dance at Pacquiao. I don't think the Filipino will take a blind bit of notice of that. He'll just carry on with his work.
Good body shots from Pacquiao.
These are heavy shots. even if not all of them are landing. It's good little jab there from Clottey. Wonder whether Clottey might just grow in ambition as it goes on.
Well, I think if he's still there at the second half of the fight, which we expect him to be, maybe then we'll see a drive from him, a bit more adventure. But I think things have gone according to plan. He won't be worrying about losing the early rounds as long as he's making Pacquiao work and taking something out, some steam out of him.
Well, he hopes anyway. Pacquiao just works non-stop, wins the round easily.
Relax now. We're in a fight. Okay, baby?
Well, he hasn't buckled so far, Joshua Clottey. Nobody did think he'd buckle very easily. Pacquiao, you're right, he's having to work hard. I suppose they're hoping in the Clottey corner he might punch himself out.
See, Clottey staying on and keep coming forward. He's not throwing a lot of punches, but he's making Pacquiao throw a lot of punches. And we have to remember he is a natural welterweight throughout virtually all of his career. He had to stew down to make the weight, so he's a lot bigger than Pacquiao tonight. Don't know what the weights are, as you were saying, but he'll be a lot bigger than Pacquiao.
Well, most people seem to think that Pacquiao will be about 10 stone 9 in there on the night, and Clottey maybe as much as 11 stone 10, which is nearly up to super middle. The body shots again, and some of them getting to a little right hand back from Clottey, and then Pacquiao's corner pretty well, so but watch it, don't get caught by too many of those right hands.
See, Pacquiao is not the most difficult to catch. There's not a lot of head movement. Usually he's keeping the other guy occupied, and that's why he doesn't take too many. But he's not he doesn't have the tightest defence. It's movement and speed that he deals with, but you can see he doesn't have a tight defence.
Clottey showing one or two signs of just beginning to come out of his shell, and he's landed more punches already in this round, in this spectacular setting.
And it's just a simple straight right hand from the through the southpaw's guard. Nothing fancy. Again, Pacquiao kicking full power shots, and this is really hard work he's putting out here. Clottey blocking or partially blocking most of it.
And he's trying to live up to his reputation, Pacquiao, as the master blaster, isn't he? Really digging his toes into the canvas with these body shots and looking to bit by bit soften up and dent Clottey and knock the fight out of him. It's still early, very early in the fight.
He's trying to counter a little bit more Pacquiao. Clottey come out with more punches, so maybe offering a little bit more target than he has been doing. But there's that right hand again, so accurate with it. Pacquiao has to be doing something about that. Freddie Roach has told him to move away from the right hand, the power shot.
He's throwing that with good effect in this round, Clottey. Always with those gloves up. It's a great defence for Pacquiao with his sheer brute force and speed, looking to drive the punches through. Clottey will just suck it up. There's another body shot. He is succeeding getting those body shots in, but look at that uppercut and another right hand from Clottey. This is getting interesting. Good round.
Terrific round. Pacquiao landing more punches, but I tell you, the solid clean shots are coming from Clottey, and the head been knocked back is Pacquiao's. But Pacquiao outworking him, and the body shots are working a treat. There they go.
Yeah, great shots, tremendous. Then an uppercut that got through. He drove that one through. Pacquiao then got his own gloves up and blocked the right hand. That was better from the little Filipino. He's 31 now. Clottey's a year older, by the way, 32. Excellent round. Some great action in that last round. There's a lovely right hands from Clottey.
Pacquiao is also going to have to be careful of Clottey's head. There's nothing deliberate, but just the way he marches forward with his chin down, his forehead forward. The heads came together a couple of times in that round. Thankfully, no damage. He has to be careful of that.
Round 4. Pacquiao on the left of your picture, if you need the identification. I'm sure you don't. Stands for the Filipino Congress on May the 10th. Starts his campaign right after this fight. He's not favourite to win it, apparently. He's up against a billionaire. But he'd certainly won a popularity contest there. But Joshua Clottey doing himself crowd so far. A man who did try his luck in Britain, but thought he was being avoided by the top British fighters and took himself off to America, where he's been based the last 7 years, the Ghanaian.
I think Pacquiao is going to have to take a leaf out of Clottey's book and just tighten up his own defences a little bit. A lot of movement from Pacquiao in this round, side to side.
Very hard to find a way through as long as he's headhunting Pacquiao, but of course he hasn't done that. He's looked really for body punches. That is a very, very hard body.
I wonder how it feels when you're landing your punches and the other guy just keeps walking forward. That's a lovely right uppercut from Pacquiao. That was a hurtful shot.
Finding good angles.
No,
the punches.
The punch with both hands at the same time. A little bit of showmanship and a smile from Clottey. Just a little bit of cheek there. Even the referee smiled about it.
He's going through the party pieces there. Back to work. Clottey looks to drive Pacquiao back onto the ropes for the first time. Pacquiao's not having that. He's turned him. Don't take a liberty, he says. Digs in more body shots. Back into the shell with a high-held peekaboo guard, which was maybe first perfected by the old world heavyweight champion Floyd Patterson back in the 1950s.
Another round where Pacquiao's work rate far superior to Clottey's, and with this style, Clottey's only letting single punches go, although some of the right hands, here's another one, have been effective.
He's a real little fireball, isn't he, Pacquiao? You just can't take your eyes off any fight he's involved with. Look at these shots. Sharp as a needle, really. Some are being blocked, but some are getting through, and you wonder what the cumulative effect of those punches will be later in the fight, as long as Pacquiao himself, up against a big welterweight, doesn't start to tire.
And Clottey is not wasting anything. He's picking his moments to let some punches go. There you are, three-punch combination landing from Clottey. Terrific fight.
Let's get into the fight now, baby. Come on.
Well, fighting Manny Pacquiao is, I would think, akin to being caught out in a storm.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped throwing punches, and we're reaching the stage now. That was a little cheeky two hands at the same time, and even the referee smiled about it. But there it is. But we're reaching at the point where Clottey is going to have to open up a little bit more, try to start winning some rounds.
Here's round 5. I mean, in a way, you're kind of clutching at straws if you hope that Manny Pacquiao is going to run out of gas in a fight. He's got an absolutely tremendous record. He's floored Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, and absolutely pummeled Oscar De La Hoya, albeit a faded De La Hoya towards the end of his career. Unbeaten in the last 11 fights, going back 5 years since losing on points to Eric Morales, is Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao cut down on the work rate a little bit in this round. Maybe thinking if it's going to go the 12 rounds, do your work in the second 2 minutes of the round. Don't do too much in the opening minute. That's what the judges remember.
And a body punch from Pacquiao, but yeah, just 1 or 2 signs he might be thinking more of pacing it. And is Clottey boxing to a plan to come on strong late on, having let Pacquiao beat up on his gloves and arms for the first half of the fight?
Is that right hand working again for Clottey? See, he's marching straight up into punching range. He's always in punching range, and Pacquiao's defence is not all that tight. The jab working for him there. Definitely a little dip in the pace in this round from Pacquiao.
Just looking to change the tune a little, isn't he? Pacquiao here is up on his toes and looking to move and box a little bit more. I'll tell you something, Clottey will be glad of the break, because he has taken some really hefty-looking body shots in this fight already. No way past that wall formed by the high-held gloves and arms. The obvious target is beneath the wall, the body.
Yeah, behind the elbow is where the target is, and it works especially well from the southpaw stance.
Well, he's almost inviting Clottey to come on here and maybe hoping he'll leave gaps for a counter-punch. Looks like that to me, Pacquiao here.
Clottey not doing badly in this round.
Here come the combinations. Here comes the heat again from Pacquiao. He generates so much speed in his punches, doesn't he?
Tremendous for the accuracy too.
Well, I think Pacquiao's won every round just on his work rate and ferocity so far. But Clottey's had his moments and has done very, very well in the fight.
Yeah, the right hand is working for Clottey. He's not working hard enough to win any of the rounds. He's always been outworked. But he's catching Pacquiao, and Pacquiao has been hurt okay in his earlier career. He's been shaken a few times. And Clottey can punch, and he has a huge welterweight, and he's stands right on top of Pacquiao. That's the jab working, then back behind the guard, looking for the opportunities to drop the right hand in. That's the jab, just timing it nicely. Pacquiao didn't get going in that round until the last minute, really.
Pacquiao, whose career started as a 16-year-old light flyweight, that's 7 stone 7 pounds. Tonight he's weighing 10 stone 5 3/4, the heaviest of his career officially. A career spanning some 10 or 11 weight divisions.
Pacquiao certainly maybe encouraging Clottey to lead, to leave a little bit of target, but Clottey really taking his time, being cagey about it.
Looking for right hands. Clottey almost being invited on here by Pacquiao. Just change tack a little here. Looking to think his way through this phase of the fight. I think he knew it would not be any easy task at all to stop Clottey.
Clottey blocking those shots. Yep, I think Pacquiao just trying something else in this round. Bit less movement, encouraging Clottey to come up himself and lead off, looking maybe for some gaps. Not finding all that many.
Pacquiao's had enough of that for the time being. Back on the front foot again, backfiring. Clottey so far unhurt, as far as we can tell. He's got a poker face in there, and that body has been prepared for the onslaught.
I think this is as good a round as Clottey has had. Pacquiao a lot more stationary, a little switch in his tactics.
He's just waiting, isn't he, Pacquiao, for Clottey to make one mistake if he gets a little too brave and brings those defences down at any point.
Yeah, well, he hasn't let them slip too often in this round. This has been a good round for Clottey. We're out in the middle of the ring, which is no good to Clottey. Clottey wants Pacquiao back against the ropes again.
Well, the cumulative effect of this Pacquiao punching, though, tell on Clottey late in the fight. Will he start to sag? Just took a bit of refuge over on the ropes. Again, he's being outworked in this round.
Yeah, Pacquiao's taking the play away again. He was doing okay in the first minute and a half or so. But Pacquiao responding beautifully in the last minute there.
Little jab from Clottey to end the round, but not enough.
Let's create openings now, okay? Let's create openings. Let's take a chance, huh?
Well, let's take a chance. Is the word from Lenny to Jesus in the corner. I'm not sure Clottey be in the mood for taking a chance. I do think it's in the back of his mind that he stays, doesn't he, right in the mix if he manages to go the distance with Pacquiao, because hardly anybody else is.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if that'll be in Clottey's mind. I think he's come here to win. I think he's going for it in the best way he can. This is the way he normally boxes, but because of the amount of punches, because of the amount of punches coming at him, he's not really getting the chance to come out of his shell.
Round 7 coming up. Manny Pacquiao took him 8 rounds to stop Oscar De La Hoya, and he stopped Miguel Cotto in the last round of their fight. Clottey, though, remains competitive here. His corner have told him to go for it a little bit more. Take a chance is what they've said. Taking a chance is also taking a gamble when the man in front of you is a knockout puncher.
I'm wondering if Pacquiao's seeing this as a distance fight. You know, he's boxing himself into the rounds now. Just an easy pace the first minute or so, then revving up as the round goes along. Again, just trying to draw some leads to get himself some target.
Oh, body shots. Tremendous combination punching that from Pacquiao. Head and body. Good right hand. Clottey has an answer. Good shot, that one. Again, not much head movement from Pacquiao. His defense hasn't been great tonight.
I don't think he normally does it. It's great movement he has. It's not a great defense. And Clottey walking right up on top of him.
Clottey might be emboldened by that little interlude in the fight. Is Pacquiao feeling the weight of those shots? Remember Antonio Margarito, who knows about these things, saying that Clottey hits harder than Cotto. Well, we saw Pacquiao take Cotto's punches okay, particularly early in the fight, up against the big welterweight.
I mean, that was a good burst of punching from Pacquiao. But the block, maybe the body shot get through.
Heavy shots going through here, you know.
Tremendous work rate again from Pacquiao.
It's impossible to believe that Clottey won't be affected in some way by some of these crunching body shots that Pacquiao has landed. He's not made of metal, is he?
Well, I think he'll feel that his tactics are working, but he must realise he has to be a little bit busier. His corner are telling him to take a few more chances.
All right for them to be brave, isn't it?
Well, it's a chance here. It's a world title fight. A victory here, what would that do to his career and to his life? You have to go for it.
Let's see if he does. I think you got it right, Jimmy. He's doing his best. At the same time, he's got to be sensible about it. Touch of gloves. Good feeling between the two fighters. There has been all the week. In fact, some people said that the press conference was a bit like the church social. I know what they meant.
Yeah, well, they're sportsmen. You know, they're no ill feeling, and as Manny keeps saying, it's my job. That's the way he phrases it, it's my job. Excellent. Right. Let's do it.
A little bit of a swelling by Pacquiao's right eye, nothing much. Look at this attack, though.
Yeah, but everything was blocked there. I mean, look, elbows okay. I mean, it's so difficult to land cleanly. The tremendous work rate and spurts in that round from